Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to Livestream Tuesday. I hope you had a great weekend and we've already got people in the house. Stop myself already talking because we've got Jazz Cat and Boosted Cajun and KADJ. Hello guys, thanks for tuning in. Mary's in the house as well. Natural 2112 Science. Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. And I've got a few things on the agenda for tonight in tonight's live stream. I've had some fan mail, which is really cool, which I'm going to be mentioning later on, and a few more developments. But I'm going to play one of my own songs to begin with, and this is the thing on Tuesday nights is that people don't realise that I play my stuff on Tuesday nights because they do actually comment on the analysis videos and say, oh, where can we find your playing? And I say, Tuesday night, if you want to tune in, I'm always going to be playing my stuff then. So this is going to be a track from my album. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hello to you all, well, what would you call them? Early birds that are in the house today. So thank you guys. It's late here, so it's always late when I do these. So I've had a day of teaching and not any drink because I don't drink, but you'd think so to hear me talk. But I'm going to play this track from my album, and this is called Greed. This is from my album called Persistence, and something that I've just literally put together. That's why I'm always in a rush when I do these, because I've just thrown together a video with some pictures that go just literally rotate through one to the next, so that at least you guys have got something to look at, because normally it's just a still image that you have to look at. But hopefully this is a little bit more interesting. I don't know, I'm just going to give it a go. But this is my track called Greed, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Rock!
Seems
So that was my track called Greed. I hope you guys like that one. And that's on my album called Persistence, which you can get on iTunes and Amazon and wingsofpegasus.com/store is where you'll need to go to find all that kind of stuff. I can see that a lot of people are joining in. We've now got 70 people in the house already. So if you can leave a like as soon as you come through the door, that would be much appreciated, because we like to try and keep track of the likes every time that we do a live stream, because 200 is always the magic number that we try and get to. But I hope that maybe we can get that tonight, but who knows? It's quite a high number. I'm always really surprised if we ever do get up to 200. But if you can hit that like button, that'd be massively appreciated. So hello guys, Laurie's in the house as well. Hello, and John and Sandy and Michael. Michael says good shredding. Thank you for that. That was me singing and playing guitar and playing bass, and on the album I play a little bit of keys as well, but I don't play the drums. I have my drummer, my old drummer called James Knowles, who plays the drums, who yeah, he's one of those guys that he just lays down a fill and it's like, oh my god, that's so amazing. I'm just going to keep that exactly as it is and just keep that, just do the whole album just with your drums. But I think that's always the case when there's another like great musician. You just want to let them do what they do on your album, and it just makes it sound great. But yeah, James is a fantastic drummer and he's a drum teacher as well. But anyway, getting back to tonight, we're going to be looking at a couple of requests. I'm just going to have a quick look over on the post that I do on Patreon before I come online, just to see what people request. And I think we had something from John was requesting something that I haven't covered yet, so unfortunately I don't have time to cover a song and do a video in the 45 minutes up until when I go live. So if I've suddenly gone really bright, it's because I'm looking at the Patreon page, which is just all white pretty much, so it's shining back in my face. And Kathy says please play Running Blind, which is a common request, so I'll play that track at the end. Kathy, thank you for that. And then Mary says whatever Laurie suggests, because Laurie is usually one of these serial suggesters, and bringing me onto that nicely, because Laurie has sent me something in the post. So hello Laurie, and thank you for sending me a t-shirt, which I've actually got on, which says rock, paper, metal. I don't know if you can see that, but but yeah, a cool t-shirt, another one that you can maybe look out for when I'm doing the analysis videos. But that's what Laurie has sent me, so thank you so much for that, Laurie. Also, I want to do a shout out to Neil, who's sent me some stuff in the past, and he's also sent me some pens for labeling up CDs. And actually, Neil sent me, when I used to make the CDs all myself back in the day, it was only a few months ago that I was actually making the CDs of my own album and sending them off and signing them. I still sign them, but now they're made, what do you call it, like by another company, so effectively en masse, so I don't have to make them all myself. But yeah, I used to make them all, and now Neil sent me some pens so that I can sign them. I can't find a t-shirt pen where you can sign t-shirts. I don't know if one of those exists. I know that there's one that's kind of a wet kind of ink, but it just absorbs, and yeah, unfortunately you can't see me signing it, but I'll find a way around. At the moment I just sign the labels of the shirt, so that's my way around it at the moment. So thank you Neil for those pens, and I need some kind of drum roll, but I haven't got anything set up here in order to actually get a drum roll. But I want to show something. Oh guys, if you are just coming in, because we've got 90 now, so another few people, hit that like button if you can, like and subscribe over there, thank you. Drum roll please, because I got this bit of fan mail. I'm calling it fan mail because Mario, who's one of my patrons, and again it's a great time to bring in the names at the bottom of the screen, because the reason that I can even do these videos are because of the people at the bottom of the screen now, who are my patrons, who support me over on patreon.com/wingsofpegasus, and they make the analysis videos possible as well, and the cover videos possible. We're going to be listening to a cover video soon as well. But Mario, who's one of my patrons, I'm going to have to move back to actually get this, because this is one, this is what I call fan mail. This is what Mario has sent me. It is a Steve Vai signature Ibanez, obviously if you don't know about guitars, and it's also got, well, Steve's been let loose with a Sharpie on it as well. I don't know whether you can see the signature at the bottom there. But yeah, because I've been teaching today, this arrived and I had to teach all my students, so I had to restring it. So I was trying to race to restring it before my student came, but then I didn't have time to actually play it, so it's just been staring at me from the other side of the room. And fortunately I managed to get, I don't want to drop it. Fortunately I got a little bit of fretboard time in before the live stream, but yeah, I've still got it set up because I've just literally whacked some strings on, they'll be all out of tune. But Mario, thank you so much. If you are watching this, I'm not sure if Mario's in the house at the moment, but you know, when I say it's massively appreciated, it absolutely is, because many years ago I was looking at I'm just going to interrupt myself because Michael Hendricks has just donated $5, and he says more Gary more, and that's certainly something that I agree with. As much Gary Moore as I can get on my channel that I can really get away with, that's what I'll try and do. But Michael, thank you so much for that $5 donation. And back to that guitar, because years ago I was looking at buying an Ibanez because I had a Fender. And talking of Fender, another little interesting thing that's come up over the last few days, but I'll get to that in a second. I was thinking about getting an Ibanez, and unfortunately, you know, obviously I would have loved to have had the Steve Vai signature model, but I couldn't afford it. I didn't have much of a budget, so then I just went for the Geo, which is like the entry level, which is the black guitar that you can see in my videos whenever I'm doing a cover video and I've got that Ibanez out. That's what that is, just a Geo. But now I actually have that guitar that I looked at so many years ago, and it's kind of crazy even to think that somebody would send me a guitar like that. I mean, thank you so much. And it's definitely going to be making an appearance probably in most of my videos from now on, because it's just a crazy nice guitar to have. And it's got a cutaway on the Floyd Rose, so it means that you can do dive bombs, but also increase the pitch if you want to get some really crazy, gnarly harmonic squeals going on. So yeah, that will definitely be making an appearance in some of my videos. So thank you again, Mario, for that. Right, now, before I play the next track, another thing that I want to mention, and I've been mentioning a lot about Ibanez, but also I had we got 106 people watching. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. If you can hit that like button, that would be massively appreciated, because that would take us over halfway to the target of 200 for tonight. So if you could leave a like, that'd be great. Talking about Ibanez, I want to now shift the focus to Fender, because Fender have emailed me, they've been in touch, and they want to have a meeting, and that'll be in London. So I think it's just getting together, see if we can work on some things, and maybe do a little bit of reviewing of Fender guitars, maybe on my channel. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe some kind of sponsorship. I don't know yet. It's all kind of out there at the moment, but that's great news that Fender have been in touch, because Fender's the company really that I got my first real guitar with. You know, I got a Fender Strat, which you might have seen in my videos. It's the white guitar if you don't know about names of guitars, but my Fender Strat, yeah, it was my first real proper guitar. That's the one that I gigged with when I was like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, around that kind of age. So that was great that they got in touch. Now let's have a look. Sandra has just donated $24.99, and she says new strings for that awesome gift. Thank you so much for that, Sandra. And yes, that's great. I mean, that is definitely more than a pack of strings. I could get a few pack of strings for that, but there's nothing wrong with having spares, and I've probably got just a lifetime supply of strings from you guys for donating in these live streams. So thank you for that, Sandra. Massively appreciated. Thank you everyone for tuning in. But this is the thing, that with that Fender email and stuff, obviously to begin with I think it's like a joke, somebody having me on, but then no, it is definitely the company, and I'm going to be going down there next month in their showroom, just checking out a few guitars and seeing what we can come up with. But that'll be cool, and it's great that it's Fender, because I have got a soft spot for Fender anyway, just having, you know, as I said, the first proper guitar that I had was a Fender Strat. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. We've got Deanna, and we've got Eric and Shark, who says, I've had my RG560 since 1990. What guitar did he get? It was the Steve Vai signature model. I'm not kind of going to go into too much details, because that's something that I might do on the Fender. If they give me a guitar to have a look at, I might be able to explain some things about guitars if you don't know anything about guitars, and why some guitars sound a particular way and maybe they don't. But I don't want to get sidetracked too much. But yeah, it's Steve Vai signed it as well, so that's a pretty cool guitar to have just hanging on the wall and just never touch. But no, I will be definitely playing it. But I'm going to be moving on now to the request for the cover for tonight. And this was, I think, Power of Love. This was from last week. So I've loaded this one up because I didn't have it available last week, even though it was requested. And this is Huey Lewis and the News, of course. And I hope you guys like this. And I'll see you guys after it. And it is white, for Mud Shark, who asked what colour the guitar was. But anyway, I'll see you guys after this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Rock! Hello, thank you so much for watching my cover of Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News from Back to the Future, of course. The names that you can see coming up the screen here are the names of my patrons, who I'd like to say a massive thank you to, because they're the reason that these videos can even happen in the first place. So thank you so much, guys. Your support's massively appreciated. You know who you are. If you want to get involved yourself, head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. And if I don't see you guys at the next analysis video, I'll see you at the next cover video. Catch you later, rock! Or I'll see you at the next live stream, which is now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and if you can hit that like button, that would be great as you come through the door. And we've got 111 people watching at the moment, so hello everybody out there. And Kathy Pryor has just donated $20. Thank you so much for that, Kathy. And there's no message with that, it's just a straight up donation. So thank you for that, Kathy, and Sandra and Michael also, who donated before Kathy donated hers. And let me see how long we've been going. So we've been going over 20 minutes now. How are we doing? Dan is on the likes. Dan is our like man. He's said there's 129 likes. We're going for 200 tonight. So if you haven't already hit that like button, please do that now. And then maybe we can get up to that 200 like. Kind of, it's not a record, but it's a very good place to be. If 200 likes happen, it really does help everything to get out there, and the suggestibility of the channel, all that kind of stuff. And also just everybody who watches the videos and actually mentions things about their stories of actually going to gigs and all that kind of stuff. Thank you for all of those comments and for all the likes on the videos, because it really does help every single one, you know, just get out there. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of traction on the channel now. In terms of numbers, we've just passed today 48,000 subscribers, so we're getting dangerously close to 50,000, which is just absolutely insane in terms of numbers of subscribers. I always mention that, you know, I've been on YouTube since 2011, and I was just doing covers and doing my own kind of music thing, and at that time I was still going around London absolutely wasting money on gigging, because it's pay to play here in London. Or I live just outside London, but we travelled into London, which means when it's pay to play, obviously you have to pay the venue, then they make all the money from your fans buying drinks, and you don't get paid for it, and then everyone goes home, and then you realise you haven't got any money left, and you've just been playing all night. And they're absolutely loving it because they've made lots of money for the evening. And that's how unsigned music works, unfortunately, in this country. So it really is quashing the unsigned bands, because you can't go out and play and earn money and then afford to pay the petrol for them the next night if you go to another venue. So it is a crazy system, but hence the reason that I'm here and talking to you guys. So maybe it's all destiny and it's all meant to be, because I decided to take my music online rather than playing to nobody, or actually just playing to the other band who are on the same night, and they've just played before us, and usually they'd go home. You might have one or two people from the other band that stayed, so you're playing to two people. There's no actual member of the public in the venue, and this is crazy, because I'm talking about Leicester Square in London, in the centre of London. If you do know London at all, you'll know where Leicester Square is, and I'm talking about a Friday night as well. Absolutely dead, the unsigned scene. So anyway, it's brought me where I am, which is here, which is with you guys, so it's all good in the end. And maybe, you know, I don't know what has to change, but it's just a massive gulf between unsigned talent and signed talent. And I don't want to say, I use the word talent loosely, but sometimes you see it signed artists and it is so obvious that the label has signed them for a look and not necessarily a talent. And it's just the way that the industry goes nowadays, which I mentioned in my videos about how back in the day you had to sound better than everybody else because you're on the radio, it didn't matter what you looked like, whereas now on YouTube it's all about the video. So if you look a certain way, then you're going to be more marketable than somebody who might not look a particular way but is a great musician. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and for hitting that like button. If you haven't done it so far, please leave a like. And let's have a look down the list. We've got Mama Bear and Eric and Script Chick. And why do I always look at the comments? And Mary's in the house. Hello, Mary. Why do I always look at the comments where they have unpronounceable names for for the usernames? I always choose that perfect time. But KADJ, Irish Stew, we're getting some ones that I can say now. Thank you guys, everyone, and Gang of Four, and Kenny Roberts, and Coffee Dog. Thank you so much for tuning in and for hitting that like button. Gang of Four says, Phil, come to Boston, and maybe I will someday. I mean, this is going pretty well, and also getting interest from Fender is great. So all of these things really do help for me to expand and maybe one day literally go to places and maybe play some gigs and entertain a few people. If you guys are up for that someday, then I'll be there, whether it be the USA or Brazil or Canada, any country really. I'll just literally go anywhere. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to get into the third suggestion now that we had over on Patreon, which was for one of my acoustic. It was not one of my acoustic tracks. Somebody just said grab an acoustic, and my brain just took that in and said acoustic. It's amazing how some things work. That's what you call being suggestible. But anyway, I'm going to get into my track, which is called Running Blind, and this is definitely not an acoustic track, but this was requested over on Patreon, and I'm just going to have a quick check to see if it was Kathy. Yeah, Kathy requested this, Running Blind, and this is my track, my video that I stuck together as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys after this one. Rock!
With the sense of decency,
And there we go, that was my track called Running Blind. I hope you guys liked that one. And yes, in that one you might have heard that I had to record my voice, I don't know how many times, to get that crowd effect. It's just a crowd of Phils shouting out, "You're running." So yeah, it took a little while to get all of that. But the hard thing is sometimes when you are trying to get a crowd effect, a crowd sound, when you've just got your own voice, just because it's just the same thing over and over again, and people that do record and have recorded in the past will know that if you just record your voice again, it starts to sound like you've got some chorus on there and that typical double track sound. So it's trying to get away from that. But yeah, I think also I got my friend Griff involved in that one, so he shouted out "You're running" as well, which always helps to give it a little bit of that extra flavour of a crowd. But yeah, so there's just lots of me in that one. So thank you guys for tuning in and for staying with me tonight. And let's have a look, because Gwen has just done something. She's just donated $10. So thank you for that, Gwen. She says, "Come to America, Phil. Most appreciative fans ever," in capitals. So thank you for that. And at some point, I'm sure I'm going to be coming over to the USA, if just not only to either play or just go to Disney World, because I'm just a massive kid and I just want to, go to all the theme parks and see all that kind of stuff. I'm just a sucker for an entertaining holiday. But maybe actually do both of them. What's that called? That's combining. It's almost compare, but that was combining those two holidays. Holiday for maybe a day at Disney World and then a day of gigging, and then a day at Disney World, a day of gigging. But yeah, I'm not one of these guys that tends to want to go too much to the beach because there are sharks in the water, and I don't trust sharks. Knowing my luck, they'll just go for the hands. So I'm just going to stay away from the sea, especially in the USA, because they have warm water there. But here in the UK, if you want to go for a swim, go for it, because the water's so cold. The sharks aren't stupid enough to come into this kind of weather and this really cold water. So yeah, if you want to go for a swim, then great. Knock yourself out in the UK. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's have a little look who's in the house. We've got KADJ and JB. And yeah, in terms of the buffering with the, I don't know what's happening. I think it dropped for a few frames during that video. I'm not sure whether that happened where you were or whether I just get the warning and whether it cuts out or not. But it seems to be going green. Everything at the moment on YouTube is telling me green, which is good. So hopefully it's going to be okay. Oh, let me just remind everybody, hit that like button if you get a chance. Like, and if you're not subscribed, then subscribe as well, because that would be great. Up to 48,000 at the moment, so close to 50,000. Maybe we can do that in the next few weeks. Who knows, if the videos keep getting out there and they get shared around, then maybe we can build up a really nice community here. And that is what I would say the community's like on the channel, because some channels you go on and it's just absolute bedlam in the comments of people slagging each other off. Oh, let me just interrupt myself, because Paula has just donated $40. So thank you so much for that, Paula. And there's no message with that. It's just literally a straight donation. So thank you, Paula, for that donation. And Gwen and Kathy and Sandra. And I wonder if I can actually scroll up to the top to see any more. I'm not sure. I think it was Michael that was the first, just in case I miss out Michael, but he was the first donator tonight. But thank you, Paula, for that donation as well. But everyone that's tuning in, hello. If you hit that like button, that'd be great. And we've got John in the house and Mario's in the house as well. Everybody say hello to Mario in the comments, just literally now, because if you didn't see it earlier, this is what Mario sent to me. Unbelievable. He sent me an actual real life guitar, and it's an Ibanez Steve Vai signature model. So thank you so much for that, Mario. I don't know if I was still in shot or whether I went out of shot there, but thank you, Mario, so much. Everybody say thank you to Mario, because that is just a crazy bit of fan mail. And also say thank you to Laurie as well, who gave me this t-shirt that says rock, paper, metal. So thank you for that, Laurie. And also, I'm not sure if Neil's in the house, because Neil sent me loads of stuff. So massive thank you to Neil as well. He sent me some pens and also a rock and roll belt and CDs for when I didn't have the cases. They stopped doing them here in my local store, so he sent me loads of CD cases, which meant that I could still get my album out. Now I get them mass produced, but back in that time I needed those CDs, so thank you for that as well, Neil. Maybe he'll see this in the future, because I'm not sure whether he can get to these live streams because of the time difference. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also, thank you, Paula. She says happy early birthday. Thank you for that, because it's my birthday this week. It's going to be on Friday, and yes, I'm going to be very, very old on Friday, but hopefully I'll get away with it, and people will. That's the funny thing on YouTube. Sometimes, I mean, I haven't had any trolls in quite a long time, and that's the great thing about everybody and you guys. Like, there's no abuse going on in the comments, and this is generally the case for my analysis videos as well. Everyone's so cool, and everyone's just talking about music and just spreading the love about music, which is great. And I haven't had a lot of trolls recently, but sometimes they do say, oh, what would a millennial know about, the 80s or the 70s or the 60s and all this kind of stuff. And I'm very flattered that they think that I was born after the year 2000, because that is just crazy talk. Everyone who knows me will know how old I am. Maybe, have I mentioned it on Patreon? I don't know, but maybe somebody can say in the comments, because I'm not sure whether I should say, but I'm going to be very old on Friday. But then age is just a number, as I always say. And the great thing that I had a video on different guitarists. I had a couple of really young guitarists, and it was that case of they've only been playing for a couple of years, and I think that was Taj Farrant that I featured, who'd only been playing a couple of years. So if you kind of knuckle down, you can get a lot of playing. Even later in life, you can get a great amount of technique and proficiency in just 2 years. So yeah, that's great. And we've had another donation. Hang on, this is Sandra again, who says happy birthday to you, and she's donated $49.99. And Sandra has already donated $24.99 for strings earlier in the stream. So thank you so much for that, Sandra. You're going to go bankrupt doing this, but thank you. It's that's crazy. I'm going to just put this all in a fund for things that I can get to improve my computer, and also plugins for editing. That's another thing that is quite expensive sometimes, but all these donations help so much. So thank you so much, Sandra, and everybody else who has donated tonight. I might have time for just one more video. I'm not sure which one, because I haven't planned to put on a fourth video. Have we had 3 so far? I think we've got 3. Maybe we can do one more. So I'm going to throw this out to you guys watching in the comments if you want to have a particular video that I've played in the past, or one of my tracks, or a cover. If I have actually even got it on here, then hopefully I'll be able to play that for you guys. But anyone that wants to request, we had one from Robert that's asked for Percy. That's going to be one of my tracks called Percy Johnson. I can stick that on if you want. And we got 181 likes from Coffee Dog, who's just updated me there. So thank you for that. If you haven't hit the like button, please give it a like, and it will help it get out to more people in the internet universe. But let me see if we just had another donation. It's all kicking off on the super chat. So that was Real Music Forever. I think I'm gonna have to scroll down here because the screen that I've got is not showing me. And we had Erwin as well. Thank you so much for that. She said, I also just signed up for your Patreon. You rock. PS. I'm also a Taurus. Happy birthday. I'm actually an Aries. So I don't know when the dates are, to be honest. I just know that I'm that. But thank you so much for that donation, Erwin, and cool name as well. And we have Real Music Forever, who's donated $10, and he says, Phil, you bring us together. Thank you. That might be a he or a she, but thank you so much for that donation. That's $10 and $20 from Erwin. So thank you so much for that. And Sandra again, $49.99 before that. So thank you so much for that, Sandra, too. Right, I'm now going to play, if I can find it, my Percy Johnson video, which is a track that's been requested, as I just threw it out there, and this is going to be the lyric video, so you guys can read along with it as well, and I'll see you guys after this one. 186 likes, so if you get a chance, if you like this video that I'm about to play, or if you like this live stream, or if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it now, and we'll see where we are at the end of this video. But this is my track called Percy Johnson. I hope you guys like it. Rock! And there we go, that was my track called Percy Johnson, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. A little bit of an upbeat end to the live stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I think I'm going to have to call it a night pretty soon, but I'm just trying to keep up with the with the comments because they're going through very quickly. But I think if you haven't left a like, please leave a like, because I think we're pretty close. Dan says 5 likes to go. So if there's 5 people in the audience who hasn't actually, or in the live stream, I assume you're not all in the same room in an audience, but if you're in the comment section and you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. We'll see if we can get to 200, because that would be cool. That's always the target, because it's just a crazy number to try and achieve for every live stream. It seems like we've got 5 to go and 4 to go. Oh, Scott just said 204. Not sure if that's right, because then Old Bill Overhill says 196. 204 is jumped up, so thank you so much to everyone that actually listened to me asking you to hit the like button. I thought maybe everyone that's in the house has already done it, but thank you for getting over the 200 barrier. There we go, 206, which is just going to go down as a massive success for tonight's live stream. Thank you so much for everyone donating as well. I'm going to see if I can... I don't know why I can't scroll up, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to try and go through all of the super chat donations as well, because I'm just about to probably call it a night, because it's 1:45 in the morning here. Thank you everyone for hitting the like button, for watching my videos in general. It's really appreciated. But I just want to say a massive thank you to these super chat people. You know who you are. They're in the comment section at the moment. We've got Michael Hendricks, who donated $5, and then Sandra did $24.99, and then Kathy did $20, and Gwen did $10. Let me see if I can scroll down here. Hopefully this is going to work. And there we go. And Paula did $40. And then Sandra did another $49.99. Erwin did $20. Real Music Forever did $10. And Jackie Jean says, lay it on the line. I didn't mention Jackie, but she donated during that video, I think. And that was $1.99. And she's just mentioning the last cover that I did that was Lay It on the Line. So that was certainly a challenge. If you don't know, that track is by Triumph. And yeah, what a crazy voice that Mr. Emmett guy has, because yeah, he's just got such crazy range. I definitely had to do my own version of it, but that's over on Patreon. If you want to get involved over on Patreon, patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. You can go over there, and I'm on there every night checking messages and replying to anything that's going on there. But I also do my analysis videos every night on YouTube, but then I put them on Patreon as well for everybody to check out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the analysis videos. Again, massive thank you. I'm just going to interrupt myself because Gary Powell has just donated $2. So thank you for that, Gary. And I don't think that has a message with it. It was just a straight donation. So thank you for that, Gary. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the analysis videos. And I'm just getting through the suggestions day by day, gradually getting there, and I do get a lot of suggestions. So if you have asked for a particular video and I haven't done it yet, and it's been quite a while, it's just that I'm working through as quickly as I can. I can only do one a day. That's all I've got time for, just doing one every single night. So I am gradually getting through that list. But of course I just get more that are then added with every video. I get more suggestions, but sometimes I get ones that pop up more than once. So can kind of kill two birds with one stone in that respect. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in and for, like I said, the donations. Also, massive thank you to these people at the bottom of the screen. They're my patrons and they make this all possible, and without their support I probably wouldn't even be able to use all this software and this computer and everything that I've managed to upgrade so that we don't have those gremlins that I used to have all the time on the live stream, which is just crazy. And Jen has just donated $10, and she said, show your shirt again, your gift. So this was the shirt that I had from Laurie. There's rock, paper, metal. You can't really see there you go, paper, metal, like that. And also Mario, this is going to be a final shout out to Mario. I'm not sure if he's still in the house or not, but this is the best thing ever. Mario sent me this guitar. So third time up on the screen, but there, well, you can't show this enough because I just do the whole live stream just holding it. I've just literally whacked some strings on it, so it's not really going to be playable yet until I've kind of set it up and managed to sort it all out. But thank you so much for that. That was Mario that sent me that, and that's I've already mentioned it twice in the live stream, but I'll say it again. It's a Steve Vai signature model, Ibanez, obviously. If you don't know a lot about guitars, I might be doing something in the future with Fender. Maybe I'm meeting with them next month, so we might have some Fender guitars on here, or maybe just me explaining about how guitars work and particular features of guitars and what makes them different. But it might be a little interesting video to do as well. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, for hitting that like button. And Juan says, hi from Argentina. So hello. And Laurie says, my shirt is rubbish compared to that guitar. Well, if I didn't have the shirt, then I wouldn't be able to play the guitar with a shirt. So it's any fan mail is just absolutely, well, crazy for one, because just going to that amount of effort for me, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And just sending me anything is really cool. It's something that I don't expect. So anything is a bonus. And I mean, a t-shirt is a cool gift, because it's something that I can literally, use on my live stream. For example, I'm wearing it now, but also my analysis videos. I don't think you can have enough rock and roll shirts. So you just work your way through all of them, and then just I think I've got maybe a cycle of maybe 13 or 14 or 15 shirts that I get through, and then they get washed, and then I just literally go through them all again. There's a few Batman ones in there as well. But yeah, you can't have enough rock and roll shirts. And also superhero shirts. And depending on what the superhero is, I kind of tend to go for Batman. I haven't got a Superman one. And a little bit of Lord of the Rings as well, and Star Wars. But anyway, let me just stop mentioning all of the shirts that I own. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in and for hitting that like button, for getting us over 200 likes tonight. Much appreciated. Thank you for checking out the analysis videos and for commenting and for liking the videos. Patrons, you know who you are. Thank you so much for your support. It's really appreciated and makes everything possible. But I'm going to sign out now. So I hope you guys have a great evening wherever you are. If the evening is a little bit short in the tooth and you've got even longer to go, I hope you have a great evening, but it's a little bit late here, almost 1 a.m. So I'm going to sign out now, and hopefully I'm going to see you guys at the next analysis video in the comment section. If I don't see you then, I'll see you at the next live stream, and I might see you on Patreon. So I hope you guys have a great week, rest of the week, and I'll see you next week live for Livestream Tuesday. But thanks guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys later. See you later. Ciao. Rock.